Close one.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Jeez. I'm kind of digging that. Our Promise looked very good that game.
It did.
That's for
and
sure.
it all started with the turn one suspend search for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Sideboards is where we're going to go now. Let's go to Joey Cody, who's got 3 Blood Moons, 3 Thoughtseize, 2 Collective Brutality, 2 Rakdos Charm, 2 Damnation, a Kolaghan's Command, a Kalitas Trader of Getting, a Liliana Last Hope. Not a lot of great options here for the Zombies player.
Well, we like the Blood Moons and we like the Thoughtseizes a lot. The question is Joey interested in 2 mana duress effects, which he probably is. The Collective Brutalities might come in as well.
Let's take a look at Colin's sideboard here with 3 Lightning Bolts, 2 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Anger of the Gods, 2 Obstinate Baloth, 2 Engineered Explosives, a Crumble to Dust, a Reclamation Sage, a Chameleon Colossus, and a Shatterstorm.
So I definitely think we're going to see the Anger of the Gods, and we might see these Obstinate Baloths as well. He's staring down a deck where he saw lots of swamps. He might anticipate some amount of Liliana of the Veils. Obstinate Baloth is very good against that card. The way game 1 went so smooth for him, you know, if I was Collins here, I don't think I'd be interested in changing a whole lot of cards in my deck. But he has a lot of experience with this, so I'm sure he's come with a game plan against an aggressive creature deck like this.
Yeah, you know, what's interesting is I just kind of want to submit the same deck.
Sure.
Because that game was so easy, but at the same time, you have to assume your opponent is going to have something.
Yeah, the opponent is sideboarding.
Yeah.
So they're going to get, their deck's definitely going to get better against yours, and they're now on the play instead of on the draw.
That's true, too.
So those are 2 reasons why you might want to get some more reactive cards in there. You know, the question is, does Collins sniff out the card like Blood Moon?
No, I think that would be hard.
Yeah, I think it would be difficult as well. So potentially, you know, he gets caught by a Blood Moon this game and has to revisit the sideboard next game.
I think you're playing against a deck that you've never really seen before, because Black Red Zombies, there's nothing stock about a deck like this.
Correct.
Memory serves, he did see a Blood Crypt in the last game, but you might just be thinking he's just some weird, I don't know, Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. I don't know what your Lightning Bolt splashing red for.
Yeah,
you know?
If I was Collins here, I'd just be viewing it as like, this is some aggressive Black Zombies deck.
Yeah. I wouldn't think Blood Moon, but, you know, that's part of an advantage I think Joey might have. So we'll see how things do shake out in game number 2 here in just a moment. In the meantime, let's talk about that StarCityGames.com weekly sale one more time, where up until Monday at 10:59 a.m. East Coast time, you can get up to 33% off wholesale lots. Head over to go.starcitygames.com/weekly sale. Check those bad boys out. And then on Monday at 11 a.m. East Coast time, we'll have a brand new sale for you. You can check out and save on even more cards. Again, go to starcitygames.com/weekly sale for more information. As we get ready here for game number 2 between Collins, Mullin, and Joey Cody. Do remember, we do have a deck tech with both Collins, Mullin, and Tom Ross coming up a little bit later today. Collins, you get to see exactly how he came to the Scapeshift deck, and then for Tom Ross, we'll get to see how he came to his black-white Smallpox deck.
Nice delivery.
Yeah. Tom came over after his last match, and he was like, well, that was embarrassing. I'm like, I mean, you won. He's like, doesn't matter. I played horrible. So I think he'll, it's just the coffee's got to get in.
Sure.
That's all. The coffee's got to get flowing right now.
Yeah, I mean, he only had 3 empty rounds to ease into the day. So.
Look, sometimes you sleep in a little bit during those buys. Sometimes you take a little sleep in. That's all. Tom had a long night yesterday watching us do our Modern Masters draft.
That's true. He had no interest in drafting with us.
Mm-hmm.
He had no interest in going to bed.
Either.
Yeah, he just wanted to bird the draft.
Tom took a unique approach yesterday where we offered the ability for him to draft. He declined, and then he birded the draft and made fun of how bad all of our decks were instead.
Sure.
That was his take yesterday.
That was probably a winning, a winning line to take.
Maybe. Maybe. Feels like he won.
Yeah.
Because he was giving him some good verbal jabs yesterday. So.
Yeah, he wasn't pulling punches.
No, the boss in rare form yesterday. It looks like Joey's going to take a mulligan here. So while he does that, perhaps we inform you wonderful people a little bit more about Grand Prix Washington, D.C., which is a tournament that'll be coming up here Labor Day weekend. We got a sweet playmat for you. We got some great guests of honor. We got a lot going on. So we'll let you guys learn more about that Grand Prix that's taking place in, believe it or not, like a month from now, right now.
On September 1st through the 3rd, make plans to be part of Magic the Gathering history when StarCityGames.com proudly presents Grand Prix Washington, D.C. Register by Sunday, August 6th for the standard format main event to compete for thousands of dollars in prizes and receive an exclusive playmat featuring Hour of Devastation. Select the 3-day Infinite Challenge package to compete in all challenge events for one low price, while also walking away with the exclusive Hour of Devastation playmat. All Friday challenges are also Grand Prix trials. Come out early and compete for buys in the main event and more chances to claim an Hour of Devastation playmat. Prefer 100-card formats? Register for the Ultimate Commander package to play in 4 Commander on-demand events and take home a Commander vs. Playmat and Ultimate Guard Boulder deck case. Want to play on Magic's grandest stage? Compete in the Pro Tour qualifier on Sunday and receive a Progenitus foil promo just for playing, plus the chance for an invitation to Pro Tour Rivals of Ixalan in Bilbao, Spain. And don't forget to come say hello to Grand Prix Washington, D.C.'s many special guests, including cosplayer Christine Sprankle and an artist alley full of fan favorites, headlined by guest of honor Rob Alexander. Be part of Magic the Gathering history. Register for Grand Prix Washington, D.C. today.
September 1st through the 3rd, Grand Prix Washington, D.C. We hope to see you there. And make sure you do register for the main event by tomorrow so you can guarantee that Hour of Devastation playmat as we are underway here in game number 2 between Joey Cody, who just played a Polluted Delta, and Collins Mullin, who won game 1 running away on turn 4 with his Scapeshift deck.
Yeah, only had like 11 lands in play.
Yeah, turn 4.
4 Valakuts.
Turn 1, Suspend Search tomorrow. Turn 2, Secure Tri-Belter. Turn 3, Hour of Promise. Turn 4, Primeval Titan. See ya.
That'll do.
Made it look easy. So search up a basic forest now with his Wooded Foothills.
Yeah, I don't love Joey in this game because he didn't open with a turn 1 creature.
Yeah.
And he didn't open with a turn 1 Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
So he's starting out slow and he's not disrupting his opponent yet.
He'll sacrifice that Polluted Delta now, though, on turn number 2. See what land he wants to search up. He'll go with just a basic swamp, so not going to search for a Blood Crypt here. Perhaps worth noting. Remember, he does have 3 copies of Blood Moon in his sideboard. Not sure if those came in or not, but they are within the 75.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good guess that they're in the deck.
I think so. I think so. There's Nykthos. And now here's Collective Brutality. We'll see the discard version of this, which is basically, it's a duress.
You don't think he's going to lose 2 game 2?
Yeah, for some reason I don't. Let me take a look at the hand here for Collins. Hour of Promise, Scapeshift, Primeval Titan, Anger of the Gods, Chameleon Colossus.
How good is the 4/4 protection from black against the mono black deck?
Probably okay. Probably okay. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say probably okay. Yeah. Well, I can't take that one. So, as much as you may want to, that's not going to happen. Anger of the Gods is probably the one that has to go. Yeah. But Joey needs Collins to miss some land drops, I think.
Yeah. And I was going to say, even taking Anger of the Gods there isn't great. Joey doesn't have anything on the board yet.
Mm-hmm. There's a Valakut. He drew a Thragtusk?
Ooh.
Yeah? All right. See that right? Maybe I didn't see that right. We'll see. Colin's going to search up a land here with the search tomorrow. Must have 1 Summoner's Pact in his main deck too. There's a basic forest. All right, Colin's going to draw a card. Explosives. 2 of those in his deck after sideboard.
Well, like you said, he needs to hit a few land drops here.
right, there's EE for 1. Pass. Let's go over to Joey, who's got a Grave Crawler. Hiya. And now another Grave Crawler. All right, well, they're both dead.
Collins is saying, you forced my hand.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone now. Search for tomorrow, I believe, the draw.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's the hard way to do it, but it is a land. So search for a mountain.
Probably the hard way is still fine.
He's not under any pressure, like
Yeah,
you mentioned. So
under no pressure. Joey only has 1 black source right now, which is probably crippling him. He's got a lot of double black, triple black spells in his deck.
by the way, I don't think that was a Thraxos. I think it was just a different Primeval Titan. That's my bad. Pass the turn back. Collins will draw.
Is it time for the Colossus?
Yeah, I think so. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know what can go wrong here by casting this. So 4/4 pro black, like you're thinking, I guess he could have like land plus Liliana the Veil. You know, yeah, different alternate art Primeval Titan took me for a loop there. Let's see the hand here. 2 Primeval Titans, Scape Shift, another copy of Search for Tomorrow in the grip. Yeah, we're right there with you, Joey. Not a lot of great hits here.
Yep.
Not quite sure there's even a good option. Well, he's going to take Hour of Promise, pass the turn back. Well, he's going to take a big punch in the mouth here from Chameleon Colossus. As Anger of the Gods was the draw here for Collins. Double its power and get in there.
Boom.
We'll take a look at Chameleon Colossus for those unfamiliar. 4-mana 4/4 from Morningtide, if memory does serve. It is a changeling. It has protection from black. And it gets +X/+X until in turn where X is its power.
Yeah, and hitting Joey for 8 2 turns in a row here, it's not going to kill him, but it will take him off of fetch lands.
Yep. Looks like he's only going to hit him for 4 this time. I think we might see Search tomorrow plus Colony Garden Expedition, but here is Search first.
Yeah, I definitely would have been interested in just getting my opponent to 1 there. You know, he's a heavy black deck. Liliana the Veil is definitely a card that's common in the format. It's one of the few ways to get this Chameleon Colossus off of the table.
Yeah, Bolt doesn't kill it. A lot of the red cards that Joey could potentially be playing doesn't kill it.
So I just want the opponent at 1 to take away some of his land draws. This way is fine too. I mean, just 1 land closer to casting Primeval Titans is fine plan as well. It all works here.
Well, there's a fetch land. So, you said it. Could have gotten him down to 1. Elected not to. Here's a basic swamp. So perhaps an error there for Collins and Mullins. We'll see. I'm going to assume Liliana is coming.
Yeah, I don't think Joey would just be, going through the motions if he didn't have a way to interact with this Colossus.
Gravecrawler in. And Fleshbag Marauder. Okay, sure, same thing. It is a zombie. Pass the turn back over to Collins. All right, well, we got a weird game here. Did he draw a land?
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, that's going to take a little of the suspense out of it, I think. It's a fetch land, too. And the fetch land's actually quite good here because of the Heart Expedition. When it gets 3 counters on it, you can sacrifice it to search up 2 lands that are in the battlefield tapped. So I think Collins is going to do a little math here and basically say, is there a way for me to deal 4 damage this turn? Going to start by playing a land. That's Wooded Foothills, of course. Sacrifice the Wooded Foothills. Pay 1 life to do so. Second counter is going to go on the Colony Heart Expedition. See what land he wants to search up. Might be searching up a Cinderglade here. But it'll go with, looks like a basic mountain. Okay. So he gets a basic mountain.
Yep.
He plays Primeval Titan.
Yep.
He gets 2 more mountains, I think. He's only tapping. Okay, there's. Hold on.
Well, he already has a Valakut in play. He just needs to get, more lands into play. It almost doesn't matter how he does it.
Oh, he's going to scape shift. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a million different ways he can do this, right? So now he gets Cinderglade, Stomping Ground, Stomping Ground.
He's making sure he's leaving basic mountains in there to go get with the Heart Expedition.
Sure. And now he's got all these counters. Now he sacrifices this. He's got 4 mountains. He'll search up 2 mountains at once. That'll be a bunch of triggers, and I'll go over towards you, and that'll take care of things. So Collins Mullin going to win this matcher over Joey Cody, 2-0. This very aggressive take on Scape Shift, very aggressive and linear, is 5-0.